Hello everybody, Corey here. I am going to go over the daily roundup for the YieldMax single stock ETFs and YBIT. Just a reminder, I am not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor. I just gather the data and present it to you. As a reminder, YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky. Please make sure you know what you're investing in before doing so. I told myself I wasn't going to stay up late this evening, and here I am. And then I tell myself that I'll do the videos in the morning, and then I never do. So I thought at least I would get out maybe one of the quicker videos here. So this just gives you a screenshot of the trades. If any of you want to see that data, that is here. And then here on the next screen, the next couple of columns, you can see the net assets for all the YieldMax ETFs and the outstanding shares. Feel free to pause this as I go through here so you can look at any particular stocks you want to. And then here we have today's close, stock price, the NAV, and the difference between those. And then in this next section here, we have yesterday's close and today's close, and then the difference between those, dollar-wise and percentage-wise. I know we don't usually have a lot going on here, but you can see that, believe it or not, it wasn't all bad. We did have some green here. We have Abney up 4%, AMDY was down 3%. Coney was up 3, Dizzo up 3, Phoebe up 4, JPMO is up 3, Misty up 4, Neply up 2%, NVIDIA was up 4%, OARC up 2%, PayPay up 4%, Snowy and Tesla were up 2%, YBIT was up 4%, and then we had YMAG and YMAX up 2%. Everything else with it was within 1%. But yeah, that's good to see all those 4% in there. That was Abney, Phoebe, Misty, NVIDIA, and PayPay, and YBIT, all up 4%. All right, so then we have the underline here. Some of the IVs didn't load. Apologize about that, but the IV, and then the same thing here with the underline, yesterday's close, today's close, and then the difference. So Abney was up 4, Airbnb was up 4, AMD down 3. Coin was up 2, Disney up 3, Meta up 4%, JPM up 3, MicroStrategy was up 5%. Netflix up 2, NVIDIA up 4, ARC and Snow were up 2, PayPal was up 4%, and Bitto was up 6%. So I'm going to hide those so we can go back and look at this comparison here between our YieldMax and ETFs. I should have done this for the whole week. I didn't even think about it till now, but anyway, so yeah, most of these are 0% between the difference. We do have a couple of 1%, so shows AMDY did a little better than AMD. Same thing with OARC and Tesla. Oh, then we have the bottom, Bitto actually did around 3% better than YBIT. So here, I know I actually added a few columns so I was looking at some things. But as far as anybody additional recovering from their distribution, clearly didn't happen. As you can see, all of those that did recover, yeah, all of them but the one, which was PayPay, still recovered from its distribution. Look at them negatives. GUI is negative 556% of its last distribution. AMD 400. Oh, look at this one, Murney. Like this one right here just irritates the crap out of me. Murney is negative 739%. Its distribution of its last distribution. The last distribution was 49 cents, and it's dropped, and it did not on top of the last dividend an additional $3.62. So yeah, that sucks. So what I did here was, that's what these blue columns are right here, and I'll go back. AE and AF. I just did put a formula in there to see how much these stocks have gone up or gone down since July 3rd. And Murney was the worst one at 25%. In fact, I can sort this. I guess it's going to mess it up if I sort it because the first one wasn't included in the formula. But obviously the short ETFs have done better. We have a few here that are still positive. Misty and PayPay. So we have two. Sorry, I'm looking. Yeah. I guess technically Zomo also. Zomo, PayPay, and Misty. Of course, I should have done it just for the last few weeks. Was it 2 or 3 weeks that we've been going down, really been going down, and that included like the first week or two of July when everything was going up. So I'm sure we'd have a real bloodbath then. Here I can't recalculate that because all I did here was use these numbers already on here. But I was curious about this, so I threw it in here. Of course, if I can get around to the monthly video, then I can also show it there with that data. But I don't know if that video will happen or not. Anyway, so there's that data. As far as strike prices and stuff, this is our maximum or minimum strike price if we're talking about the short ETFs. So for the long ones, again, the maximum highest strike price. In these cases, if you look at Coney, it has like 5, short calls here. So, it had 232.50 is the maximum. However, it may not have a lot of shares at that. And, you don't really know how much and see the whole picture unless you actually watch the daily video with all the trades and holdings. But this is just to give you an idea. Of course, we're not past any of these strike prices because we've gone down so much in the market. So that's why all of these are showing green, but it does look like Phoebe is close because it's within 1% there. And then, of course, the AQ and AR columns, the short value and the percentage. That's the dollar and percentage of how the short calls are affecting the stock price of the underlying. So you can see here, they're not affecting them very much because they're not near the strike prices, right? Yeah, it looks like Dizzo and Phoebe are like 20 cents down, but that's really nothing. Our problem is when we get over here to our synthetic positions, you can see we do have PayPay. It's the only one that's actually above its synthetic strike price. But the rest of these are below it, which is not a good thing, right? We wanted to stay up for the synthetics when we're talking about the long positions. And you see these could go down. Let's say Murney, yeah, it's 31% below its synthetic strike price. Independent, hopefully that doesn't expire anytime soon because Murney was down to $80 today. I don't think it's going to jump that much in one day or in a week or two. But if you look again over here, well, the second set of columns is because this one I show all of them, the synthetics, because, sorry, that paper shoved in my iPad. It usually doesn't have more than 2 synthetics. And then, of course, columns BA, BB, those columns are reflecting how this is affecting the stock price, just like the short calls. So if we look down here at Murney, since it was the worst one, yep, Murney's stock price is down 45% or $5 due to this synthetic position. Yep. So I think I saw it, actually I know I saw it under $11 today. All right. And yeah, we have some issues. We just have some issues with some data, some errors on the holdings on some of these. But other than that, that was pretty much it here. One thing I didn't do is look at the S&P, and I didn't even update these numbers here. But it looks like the NASDAQ and S&P was actually up 1% today. And then I failed to update these numbers, but we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 of the YieldMax did better than the underlying, which then means we had 10. Yep, 10 of the underlying that did better than the YieldMax. So we do have 23 of those right there. Of course, then we have 3 of the shorts, and then we have the other 3 at the bottom. And then we also have Babu coming out, or Babo. No, I was right, Babu coming out. I think it was Thursday. So the underline will be Alibaba. So, in case you didn't see that post already, that one will be coming out in 2 days. And as a reminder, today was the declaration date for the YieldMax ETFs. So tomorrow is the ex-dividend date. So the stocks will drop by those prices when the pre-market opens at 4 o'clock. And I believe that's it. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks. Bye.